Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously by the title of this video, this is going to be my 25 weeks update in my pregnancy. As always, I'm gonna pull up my notes because I can't remember anything anymore. Ooh, he's like settling in low, so it's like so much pressure right now since I'm sitting up like in a 90-degree angle. He's like trying to push me backwards. So let me find my notes. So at week 25, the baby was 13 inches, about 1.5 pounds, and he was the size of an eggplant, which can get pretty big. You get strawberries in the beginning, or the berries, or the citruses, but I feel like an eggplant is pretty substantial. And 13 inches sounds like super crazy big, especially because I'm 4'11" and my torso is only like, I don't even know, like 10 inches, I think. But it just seems really, really big to me. So for 25 weeks, I still had pain in my hands. I know I spoke about this in my 2 previous updates, but my hands have been feeling really stiff and just like painful, especially my right hand and my right forearm. It's definitely like carpal tunnel, and I'm pretty sure it's from pregnancy because I never got this type of discomfort or pain in either of my hands before. So it's definitely like pregnancy related. But I did want to update you guys that I'm still having that like stiffness, pain, like tightness feeling in my hands and forearm. It's been really uncomfortable and I don't know how to manage the discomfort or manage the pain. I don't want to take anything for it because it's not like super serious where it's affecting my mobility or my day-to-day life. It's just really uncomfortable and it can get painful, but if I don't have to take anything, I try not to, just that it doesn't affect the baby. So I only have 2 new symptoms in my 25 weeks. The first one is my tailbone pain, like where my coccyx, I think that's how you pronounce it. I think I was a bio major before, I should know this. But yeah, like the end of my tailbone when I sit has been so incredibly painful. It's okay today because I did buy some stuff to help prevent it, to help make it better. But wow, at 25 weeks, it was so painful. I drove up to like New York-ish area with my sister to pick up our other sister. So it was a 2-hour ride up there, 2-hour ride back. And oh my goodness, the day after, my back hurts so bad. My tailbone, I felt like was on fire, and I've never had that pain before. And oh wow, that was painful. Like I couldn't walk. My crotch felt like it was achy. Like I don't know what was going on down there, but my butt, my tailbone, my crotch, like in between my legs, felt like I got like punched overnight while I was sleeping. It was so achy, so painful, really, really tight. And even sitting on my couch, sitting in my bed where it's like the most comfortable, lush like setting ever, was so painful. I think the only comfortable position I could get in was to lay down and on my side so that there's absolutely no pressure on my tailbone or my back area. And it was just awful. Again, I didn't take anything. I looked it up and it's just the hormone relaxin in your body where it just obviously relaxes everything and you're just not as firm and tight and structured as you are because of this hormone. So everything's just like really weak and loose, and I guess it makes sense. I could have taken Tylenol just to help with like the discomfort and just the throbbing even. It was like all sorts of horrible, uncomfortable sensation going on my backside. But again, I don't want to take anything unless I absolutely have to, just so that the baby doesn't have to absorb anything he doesn't have to. But yeah, that weekend was really, really painful. Walking was terrible. I couldn't even like walk down the hallway in our house. Like it just felt like I had a stick jammed up my tailbone area and then just terrible achiness around my crotch area. So walking was terrible, sitting was terrible. And of course, again, I work 8 hours a day on a computer. So even though I'm home and it's more comfortable than being in an office, I'm sitting for at least 7.5 hours. I really don't get up when I'm working because there's so many emails and so many things going on at once that I rarely ever have a break to like, I don't know, go sit on the couch or something. So I'm sitting in a chair for for 8 hours. And prior to 25 weeks, like it was hurting my tailbone, but it didn't get to be so bad. I really think the car ride, like the 4-hour car ride, really messed it up. But I've been sitting on like 2 really thick blankets that I fold, so it's like 8 inches of throw blankets, and even that was like really uncomfortable and painful to sit on, because just anytime I sit and put pressure on that area was like a no-go. And it like went on to my 26 weeks, because I'm 26 weeks right now, but 25 weeks was when it just started to be really, really bad. So last week was pretty rough. And the other new symptom that I got was acid reflux. I know I spoke about my heartburn previous updates ago, but acid reflux is a new one for me. It's like, I don't think I've ever really gotten it, so I just thought it was like another form of heartburn where it's like discomfort. But I noticed that every time the acid reflux would act up, I would get like a little bit of bile or like a little bit of puke, and I know that's really disgusting. That's pregnancy. And yeah, it would just be like a tiny bit, but I would taste it and it would just be really gross, so I'd have to like wash it down with water, go wash my mouth, go rinse it out. But that was a new symptom that I was not a fan of. So those were the only 2 new symptoms that I had. I wrote down that my cravings in my 25th week was pancakes. My sisters brought over pancakes one Saturday morning, and it was, I don't know what it was, but it was the most delicious stack of pancakes ever. They were thick and they were fluffy and they were dense, and the syrup was good. So for the next 3 days after that day, I had pancakes basically every single day. I would wake up, crave it, and I wanted like a thick, unhealthy, like fluffy pancakes that you get from, you know, like IHOPs, or we have a diner that we get it from that we love. And the only pancake mix I had in our house was the Kodiak pancake mix, which are delicious, but they didn't like hit the spot because they're really thin and they're like healthy and full of protein, which I love. That's why we keep them. But I just wanted like the unhealthy, thick, fluffy, dense, smothered with butter and syrup type of pancakes. So I ate a lot of pancakes last week and I don't regret it. I'm glad the craving went away, because I don't think that's healthy for the baby at all to have pancakes and syrup every single morning. But boy, oh boy, were they good. So that is it, guys, for my 25 weeks pregnancy update. It was a pretty quick week, thank goodness, because that tailbone pain was no joke. That is it for this video, guys. Again, if you're pregnant around the same time, I know a couple of you or a few of you are, I've been getting some comments on my videos as well as some DMs in my Instagram, just letting me know your symptoms and that you're around the same week, which is so fun. Like, I say this every week, but it's so fun to connect with other women who are pregnant around the same time as I am, and just to like share symptoms and stories and not so fun experiences of pregnancy thus far. But it's been really, really nice chatting with you guys about it, and I wish you guys all luck. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.